Okay.
All right, so I don't know. Just this is a disclaimer. Hi guys, this is Mark, and you want to introduce yourself really quickly?
My name is Kai. Everybody, nice to meet you.
Yeah, so I don't know how much of this I'm going to post on YouTube. This is a very impromptu conversation. We're
mhm.
about to get into like Amazon dropshipping training and stuff, but we were talking. I was asking Kai about what he's done online. So yeah, so give me the quick summary leading up to the NFTs.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Pull this up real quick. Okay. Um, so hold on. Okay. Just want to save this just for might forget. Basically I started off as a just interested in trading, getting into crypto, as somebody who didn't have very much money at all. I was like, okay, I'm seeing people put in $50, $100, like $200, and then a year later they're like, I have $100,000, and I'm like, yo, like this is insane. So how do I do this? So I found out that that those are unicorns. You that is not easy to find, and not just like everybody can do that. So
Right.
I basically just kept going up the ladder of trying to learn trading in general, technical analysis, all that. So I had my ventures with that. The one thing that I did that really hit it off was Shiba. Like everybody knows about Dogecoin.
Right.
But Shiba was like the little small one that came after, but not many people paid attention to that coin when it came out. So Dogecoin is the one that got really famous, but Shiba was the one that basically like came out and people already knew that it had the potential to do the same
like
thing.
People were looking for the same thing that Dogecoin did, and then people threw in a ton of money there. Okay.
Yes. So I was one of the early people, like my uncle had given me a tip about it. I had about like $1,000 in crypto already that I had built up just from doing smaller trades and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, you know what? He's told me about stuff before and I've not taken advantage of it. So I'm just going to go full in. Like, I'm going to take the whole 1,000 and I'm going to just boom. Like it's like I'm about to put all of this in there and I'm about to see what happens. Cause like I need a catapult. I need something to like jump me forward a few steps. Like
you want to be one of the unicorns.
Yes. So basically, what happened was immediately after that, like I won't say like right immediately, but it was about a week or 2 weeks. And then Shiba started taking off, just started going crazy, like doing like hundreds of percents. Like, so I really did not expect that, but I witnessed it was like $975 worth of crypto. Went up to all the way up to like at the height of it. I wasn't even paying attention because I was at the time I was trucking. I was like driving the truck. It went all the way up to like around $15,000 worth of crypto
from 1,000.
Yeah, from 1,000. So
wow,
it was at like the decimals was at like 0.000, like 4 zeros and then like a 6. But when Shiba went up, it knocked down 2 zeros.
Whoa. So it went up.
Yeah. So that percentage was crazy. But I didn't, at the time, I had never, ever experienced going through like that much money so fast. And I didn't realize, okay, if it goes up this fast, it can come down just as fast as this. So I was watching like my account, and when it went up to that like crazy, like 15 G's, I was like, dang, like, do I wanna sell this? Like, it might go higher, and you get into that euphoria and all this, and you're just like, yes, like this could be it. Like this could be the one that gives me just a straight 100.
Right. Then you're good.
Right.
You don't have to do
Yes,
shit like
exactly. So I made that mistake, but then the trader part in me came in and was like, let me set a stop loss or something. Like, let me put a stop loss in place
Okay,
so that
yeah.
it drops too much. But yeah, so in long story short, it basically came down. I stopped it at around like 5,000, 6,000. So like I
Right.
was all the way up to like 15, and I didn't realize that it could drop so quickly. But within another like day or two, it came from just straight down to like $6,000. Then I got trade happy and thought that I could just make a futures trade now that I had like a couple like thousands of dollars now. And I immediately lost 1,000, like within like 5 minutes. It was just like immediate boom. Like, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. I need to chill. Like, I need to assess like what is the best move for me to make. Cause now at this point I had like 4 Gs, like
Right.
4,500.
And you're not even happy because in your mind you could have had 15.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
that's your
Yes.
psychology. And then when you get to 5, you're like, let me do some shit and get back to 15. And then you get
Yes.
to 4.
Yes. Yes. So then I'm witnessing how this cycle works before I just blow up my account. I'm like,
Right.
this is how this happens. You go up crazy and then you start feeling way too happy and then you just blow it all away. So I was like, I'm not going to do this. So that's when I started researching NFTs and
Right.
found out about NFTs. Go on Twitter, find out all the best people, the people who are making the most money from NFTs. I find out who they are, who they're following, and who they're listening to. So then I start following all these people, and then I turn them all on notifications so that my phone is consistently being hit up every like minute with multiple people's. Like, it still works like that. That's the only thing that is really all the other apps on my phone are turned off as far as notifications. It's just Twitter of people who know like a lot about crypto and technology and stuff like that. So it basically forced me to stay on it at all times because that's what was coming to my phone all the time. So eventually I got tips about the best NFTs to buy, the best whitelists to get on, the best reserves list you want to try and get be a part of and stuff like that. So basically I narrowed it down to like 4 or 5 different NFTs that I really thought were going to go crazy. Because by this time, Bored Ape Yacht Club, like the apes and all those
went through and
they're getting crazy big. Like, people are buying these for like 200K, 300K a pop. And I'm like, yo, like, this is insane. Like,
the influencers with the Lamborghinis and the bullshit and hyping out. Yeah.
Yes, they started buying them. And I'm just seeing this giant mega bubble that's being like created. And I'm like, there's too much hype, but this hype, I could probably ride this hype to make even more. And then when everybody else is still on this train of hype, I could just sell this stuff and just be chilling. So basically, I won a couple whitelists. A couple of them didn't go well, but there was this one specific one that was called Psychedelic Anonymous. And it was like this cool little NFT of like different versions of people's faces, but they were all like trippy and stuff. And a lot of people liked them. So the one different thing about this one was that all these other NFTs, like, I saw that what made them different was they had some sort of innovation, like some sort of different thing that they're doing. So this one specifically automatically came out when they released them, came out with 4 different variations. It was like one main one, and it was like 4 little sub NFTs that you could buy, but you didn't know what they did. Like, you had no idea which ones would be more valuable or which ones. So I just bought everything. I bought all of them and bought a whole bunch of the small ones as well. So I basically ended up spending like 2 G's of my 4 G's trying to buy up this like thing. And then 1,000 of the rest of the 2 G's, I went and started to try and like buy smaller ones and do like little flips and stuff like that. Because I'm like seeing that, okay, there's a high possibility of me losing. But
a really high, wait, hold on. A really, 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 really high probability of you losing everything.
Yes.
Right.
But the thing is I'm getting all my advice from people who have been doing this since the beginning. And they're hitting these. They're hitting these. And what they keep saying is that your one win is going to kill all of the losses. Like, because in NFTs, if you hit one, it literally is
to the moon.
Yes, right. It's like the Holy Grail. So, craziest thing was, long story short, bought that stuff in November. Bought like the NFT stuff in November. I was like going on a buying spree, and then I had my $1,000 left. I didn't know what to really do with the $1,000. I was just like, all right. At that time, I started training people on how to regular trade, like crypto trade, because I took the account from a small amount to a higher amount. And then I was training people on that, and they actually made some gains and stuff like that. So it was like, great. I was helping people, making some extra money. But then I held that NFT for like 4 months. Like all those NFTs that I bought, I held them
all the smaller ones.
I held them for like 4 months. And many of them, this is where I say I could have went crazy. There were some of them that I could have taken advantage of had I been paying attention to their price, and I could have sold them right at their height. And I saw them, but I was doing too many other things. I wasn't solely focused on NFTs. Had I been, I mean, that catapult could have been insane. But there were certain ones that could have went crazy. But I'll just talk about the main one, and then I'll talk about the little small ones. But the main one, which is the psychedelic one, I didn't fumble that at all. What happened was I watched it go from me putting in, I think, the original little spread of ones that I had is probably like 8 of them in total. Probably cost like around $800, $900 worth of crypto. So within 2 or 3 months, I think that was when one Ethereum was worth like 4,000 or something, like $3,900, $4,000. So Ethereum was doing really good. Like it was one of the highest it had ever been. But basically this one, just the main part of the NFT, so just one out of the 8 went up to the value of 1.7 Ethereum. So now just this one was worth like
6 G's or something.
Honestly, I think it was almost at like 10 to a little above 10 or something like that. So basically over the course of time, the highest it ever got, where all of like collection of everything that I had, the highest that it went was that the full value of all of those main NFTs that I had was $35,000.
Wow.
So like I was again witnessing this in such euphoria. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. I just catapulted a whole nother jump. And again, I caught myself again because I was thinking in my mind, like, I probably should sell this. I probably should cut this off. Like, I probably should just leave it. Like, this is a lot of money. I should just, from where I just came from, this is a lot. I should just slice it off and just be like, all right, this is mine now. I don't have to worry about it. But again, I was thinking like it could
go to 100.
Like it could go higher. Like this could be it right here. So then I basically watched this thing go from 35 all the way down to 20. And then once it got to 20,000, I was like, all right, there's a possibility that this can just like go all the way back down. So I basically began to start selling stuff. And
Okay.
by the time I really got to the point where I sold it all of the stuff came out to being worth about 16 G's.
Okay.
So that's where I was at. Like, and the reason why I said I could have went crazier is because like there was a couple NFTs that I sold early that were actually passes to other NFTs that I would have got for free that ended up being worth like 7, 8, 9 Ethereum just for the one. So we talking about like 4 G's times 9. Like that's we're talking, and I would have had multiple of these. So like that could have really resulted in me having the actual 100.
Right.
But again, I just take it all as a lesson because now that I know those things, I know that NFTs are going to be coming back. Like all of these things go in a cycle. So right now we're super down. Everybody's all fearful about it and they don't know what to do. But I will say the one thing that I was grateful for was like removing my stuff and putting it into stable coins and all that stuff like that. So I didn't just lose everything. So now we're coming to the point now where I'm now more focused on, okay, NFTs and crypto is cool. I know that there's sometimes that I can hit these crazy jumps and make a crazy amount of money, but that's not sustainable. Like, like you can't just always do that. Like that.
Yeah. And that's not a business plan. Like there's some, I mean, I traded foreign currencies back in the day. I have money in crypto, but I don't really trade crypto either. And it's not, I mean, I studied math. Like I'm almost 40, right? Like I have a master's in math. So like
you don't look it.
Huh?
I said you don't look it.
Yeah, black don't crack, but
yeah.
But it's you need to have the stomach for it, because it's like I always like not to like picking up pebbles in front of bulldozer, right? So like you pick up one here, another 50 grand, 10, 5. But if you're not watching the shit and you're not like, and you don't have like some sort of like real understanding about how quickly and what makes the swings and where to go and stuff, it's a new world. And then the NFT thing is so like demand and supply, pump and dump type of like.
Very much so.
This remind me of like penny stocks back in like 2001 and shit.
Yes.
Like
and
people.
The craziest thing is one of the moves that I was talking about, there was a period of time where I had 6 Ethereum on the side. Like I had it just sitting there, but it was never in a stable coin. So it wasn't like officially like mine.
Right.
Yeah. So I had it there, and I was in a group, because what I started to do was I started to become a part of these alpha groups. And this just a collection of groups where people are just telling you all these NFTs that could be possible flips and things that you could buy right now. And maybe in 2 days, it might be like worth 5 or 6 times what it is. And I was watching this. So I was just like, I want to do this. I want to try and do this. There was one that I missed by hours, literally by hours, where it was 1 Ethereum. You had to pay 1 Ethereum. So like around 4 G's to buy the thing. And it was called Moonbirds. It was made by this company, this collection of people who are venture capitalists, and they have like an exclusive group, and their ticket into the group was one of these Moonbirds NFTs. Right. That thing went from being worth 1 Ethereum to in 3 days went to 30 Ethereum, then went at its height to 60 and 70 and 90 Ethereum. Like, so we talking about like, I witnessed something go from 4 grand to being worth like 200, like 150, 200,000. Like
what the right.
And this is in Ethereum. So there were certain people who like, they took advantage of this, bought that. Once it hit its height, sold it, and immediately converted that into like stable. So you could be somebody who just has an extra 10 grand on the side to now I have half a million.
200.
You know, like so. But that's a dangerous game, and that was the thing. Like I was
but you're young. You have kids,
no. Mm-mm.
Right? You
No.
can play like fucking. Like,
so that's why I was playing it. That's why I was playing it, because I was like, hey, what do I have to lose here? Like I've witnessed myself just catapult myself forward like crazy. So why not? Like, but then I started to get this whole itch of the, like, you start seeing stuff the more you're in it, and NFTs work faster. So it's like a sub version of the market that tells you like what's going on. It's like looking at the 1 minute chart instead of the like day chart. That's what NFTs are. Like crypto
you
is
getting the feedback real quick. Like you get in the swing, like yeah.
So after seeing that so much, I was like, I started to see signs that this whole crashing and everything that's happening right now was coming. Because I'm like, the volume is going down. People are releasing NFTs and they're immediately going to zero. Like they're not even like they're not even working anymore. And I'm like, nah, I don't like this. I don't.
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is the thing. So we're gonna get this Amazon stuff in a second, but this NFT thing is so like nothing.
Yes. It has no backbone. Nothing.
Like
it's
none. Like if people thought like crypto had no real backbone, like NFTs are just like, I would say 99% of them are just people trying to make quick money, dude. That's it.
Yes.
And like then you have a lot of like influencers, like Gary Vee and a lot of these big guys that jump on it, and he could like sustain a certain level of like interest or a certain level of like security, because he just has a ton of followers, a ton of drones that'll just like follow him. Like,
exactly.
But at the end of the day, it's all bullshit. Like, I don't want to say bullshit, because that's like saying art is bullshit, right? But there's no like depth. There's no like utility for the most part.
Facts. Because the thing was what I was seeing is there was a very big divide. Going so deep into it, I was seeing that it started off as there were certain people who was actually using it for art, like real art, like fine art, like they're making something that is amazing. They just
like unique and crazy.
Yes. So then people are buying their stuff like they would in real life, but it's so much easier to just have it digitally owned. So they're buying it in Ethereum and stuff. But then there's other people who literally, they're just making like doodles, like straight up just like turning.
I joined
doodles.
a couple like NFT groups on Facebook, and like, not to knock like foreigners or anything, people living in third world, because I live in Nicaragua, I studied in the US, but they had like all these fucking people that were just like drawing some shit and like putting it up and then complaining group, why is no one buying my NFT? I was like I could take a picture of my son's shit and try to sell it online, and it's the same thing.
You know what's crazy though? There's people who literally started doing stuff like that. Like like it got to the point where like dead serious. There's a NFT, like they were almost associating them as companies at that point, like because once you drop an NFT, it's like all these different things become encompassed, like merch and all of these different things that you can now sell, like and people will buy them, like a lot of them, just because they believe in the stuff. But there's this one called Azuki, and it was basically one of the first NFTs that was based off of all the anime stuff, like this like Japanese and Chinese and all that stuff, anime type stuff. And people fell in love with that thing. So it went up crazy. Another one that started at 1 ETH, at its highest, it was like 45 ETH for one of them. And the craziest thing about it is that their second thing that they came out with was dirt. Was literally dirt. Like they had somebody draw a box with a balloon attached to it. And then the animation of the box would drop to the floor and dirt would fall out. And that was going for like 5 or 6 or 7 Ethereum. That just that thing. And then what they did was they had it where anybody who owned one of those NFTs, you could turn it into this little bean looking character. It looks like a bean, like the beans that you eat, but it's like literally like a little drawn character with eyes and beans. Like it's like little beans with clothes and stuff, and they look like little samurais. And I don't like, but that stuff was going for so much Ethereum. It's crazy. Like people who was just making story models, just storyboarding all of this and making some sort of lore about it. People was just going so heavy into it that they would just spend all their money on it, and then it would go up a crazy amount. And then you have what's happening right now. And then everybody's holding all these NFTs. Everybody's holding all this Ethereum, and then Ethereum just crashes.
Thanks.
Yes. And that was where I didn't want to be. I was like, I know this is coming. I know this is going to happen at some point. I've seen it happen many times now. It's like normal, like that crypto does this super drop at some point. So I was just like, nah, like I'm not about to be in this position. So I was like, no, sell all of this stuff. And there's still NFTs that technically I did lose out on because I could have sold them as well. But I was like, I'm going to make sure that all the ones that really are worth a lot are already sold. And I have USDC or USDT that I can then convert into money and do something with. And it gives me time because that's what I needed.
Right.
I needed a certain sum so that I would have
time to do something. Yeah, you buy your time back.
So now that's where I'm at now. I'm learning, acting like I said, I was training on doing some training on copywriting. I've been doing some training on like website creation and design and stuff like that. I was getting into coding, but coding is like a whole nother beast in itself.
Yeah.
So I found that I'm more of like a managerial type. So I can learn some of the coding itself and then find somebody who's has an expertise on that. And then they like.
Right. So like, if you want to, I mean, this is real off topic, right? But if you want to, like, when it comes to like, because I build software, I've been in this game a long time. I've been making money online since like 2005. Oh, wow. Right. Had a blog, made money. Someone stole it, built another blog, sold the blog. Then they did trading at foreign currencies, built websites. I'm building a real estate website for Nicaragua right now. Well, not me, but I have some guys in it. And I had one of the first pieces of software for eBay dropshipping. And I didn't know any coding, but I learned some coding, and I learned enough about APIs and the importance of data and stuff to be able to like find people to solve certain problems, right? Once you can solve a basic problem in software, and we built that company was up to making like, this was a company I built with like 2-3 employees, and we were up to make like 50 or 60 grand a month.
Wow.
Right? And this is just from my YouTube channel. So the coding part of it, there are like a lot of people out there now that could build software. And like with Fiverr and Upwork and all these things, you could get like people anywhere in the world to do it. Well, except for Ukraine. The sad thing is Ukraine had a lot of developers, and now that's a whole other story. But yeah, there are different ways. Like out of all the ways I've made money online, like drop shipping is the one that like requires the least amount of like technical knowledge, I think. And at least marketplace dropshipping. And it's the way that, and because you're just taking advantage of like people buying online. Yeah. Right? But the coding thing is the interesting thing to learn if you have the patience. But most humans is real patience to learn a certain language and to learn how to solve certain problems. And it's that if you could stick to it like 6 months, you could become a coder. Outside of that,
and see, that's what I keep running into. It's like I will go and dive into it, and then I just feel bored. Like I
Yeah.
can't, like I can't.
Yeah, because you come from games of like trading and doing NFTs and stuff, and you get it like a financial response immediately. That's the
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean? You can
Yeah.
come study something for a week or a month or 2 months. And even if you lose money, you're still having some sort of response. So
Yeah.
you could
Like,
feel like something you having some progress or at least learning. With
yeah.
coding, you're learning a whole thing. Then you have to figure out how to apply it.
hmm
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's
So
crazy. I have like 3 or 4 courses on it. Because I always know how to find these things, but um my computer is filled with courses at this point. And like, but it's like I try to learn as much as I can. Like I'm just literally like a sponge. Like I just want to learn as much as I can. But one thing that I really started to find, and it almost like correlated with like a lot of what everybody was saying, was learning like the skills of like uh selling in person, selling online, and um how like just the middleman business of like being the shipper of goods in a way. Like
right.
how that like all three of those combined puts you in a position where you like there's no way you can't like make money. Like if
Right.
you know how to do those things, like
If you know how
at,
to do those things and you're willing to put in the work, because like a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
people,
Mm,
especially now, like you are like 11 years younger than me, right?
mm,
I grew up like even when I was in college, like Facebook just came out. You know what I
mm,
mean? And a
yeah.
lot of people now, I feel like a lot of young people now like take it for granted because y'all are
Mm,
like so like you grew up so connected to everything and shopping online was normal, millions of dollars online is normal.
yes.
And like so a lot of people still I feel like a lot of people still don't have the discipline to work and grind it out and make mistakes and stick to it
Mhm.
because there's so much coming at you and you have so
Yes,
many options, right?
it's the distractions, like literally, like this
Yeah.
the distractions are that's why I try to stay away from this phone because this phone is like, and I try to like get rid of the apps that'll pull me in the wrong
Dude, I
direction
didn't
and
have
stuff
a
like
phone for like 3 years.
hey,
I
I
don't
would
like
say
phone.
that's probably the best decision that a lot of people could make, high
Yeah,
key. Like
like when I first I did it more than once. When I first started dropshipping, I need to make money. I got rid of my phone.
mm,
And then I was running a big automated business with like 100 people, 100
mm,
employees in
yeah,
house, and I got rid of my phone again. But now I have a son, so I can't just not have a phone. But
yeah,
well,
yeah, that makes
yeah.
sense. That makes sense. Like, yeah.
but it's a weird thing. Like being connected all the time, you get distracted easily.
hmm
Now, okay, so you got an Amazon selling account, right?
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right, where's that at? So you open the account. What was the plan with the account?
So the plan was that we was like following the training of this other guy named Miles.
Mm-hmm.
And we had seen him go through like his process of doing like online and retail arbitrage, which I'm
Selling
sure you
from
know.
where?
Where you mean
When you say
like
online arbitrage, like selling from like Walmart to Amazon and stuff.
like Walmart, Nike, like Lego stuff, like uh different things like that. Like so basically the plan was to get ungated for Nike and Lego and certain items that you could find in Walmart,
Right.
and then start finding those online, or we have like a Nike outlet in like a Ross and like this little center close to us that has a whole bunch of discounts, cheap stuff. And
Ah,
we went in there to scan because I had this app or this software called Seller Amp, which I'm pretty just from looking at Jungle Scout, I'm pretty sure that it's like a better version of that. Um,
what is a
so
better picture, Jungle Scout or that other application?
Jungle Scout
Okay,
is
okay,
like
okay,
a
yeah,
better version of the thing that we had.
yeah.
Because
Mhm.
it definitely does work very well though. Like it's like pulls up all the stats and how much your ROI and stuff. But I was seeing that Jungle Scout does very
Yeah, it's
similar
very
and if not
similar.
more. So we went into the Nike store, the little Nike outlet, scanned like 8 or 9. Honestly, it was probably more than that, but there was definitely 8 or 9 standouts where it was like, oh, like if we bought these, like all the 8s and the 9s and of these sizes or these clothes or whatever, the ones that are selling the most, if we bought all these and then we shipped them out to the fulfillment center and then sold them, I mean, we would be making like almost like $30, 30, $40 off of each one, or at least
Right.
like 30, like around 30% or higher ROI from each and every one that we sell. So I was like, okay, I mean, this just makes sense to do.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so that was the plan, was because we weren't really good or adept yet at finding products online. That was the thing that I assumed just takes time of grinding, of
Yeah, I will
finding.
show you how to do that. We'll do like 10, 15 minutes and
Mm,
I'll give you a proper start
mhm.
and then you'll go on and do like an hour on your own and you'll see it.
Okay,
But when
okay.
you did the scanning, did you sell anything yet or no? Did you actually go
No, no,
out?
no, 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 no. We didn't actually sell because we were waiting for the ungating. So the ungating just happened, I think either yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
So then that was when I started talking to you. So then we was trying to like have it where, because I wanted to make sure whatever information I might learn from you is already known so that I can make the best steps like
Right.
moving
Okay. Okay.
forward and stuff like that.
All right. So
So
let
yeah.
me give you a quick breakdown about how like the Amazon like landscape is, right?
Hmm.
So Amazon, you can sell a fuckload, but there's a decent amount of competition. That's one.
Hmm.
They don't generally like you to drop ship from retailers like Walmart or Home Depot, like straight drop ship. There are a lot of
Hmm.
people that will like scan and get it and ship it out themselves. Like retail arbitrage is not online, right?
Hmm.
And then there's online retail arbitrage where you put the item up to sell, ship it direct from Walmart or Home Depot or wherever,
Hmm.
right? That type of drop shipping is against Amazon terms of service. So let me start there.
Ah.
They don't want you to ship directly from Walmart to a client in a Walmart box, right? They
Ah.
don't want you to do it, but they let you get away with it for a decent amount of time,
Ah.
right?
Okay. I see.
So you could do it for like 6 months once you keep your clients happy, and then they'll suspend you, and then you appeal the suspension, they give you back the account, and then you can do it for a few more months, they'll suspend you again, and then the third time you're not going to get the account back, right?
Okay.
So because of that, and that's like the most common. So there are a ton of people that have been doing that for years. I've been doing that since like 2018.
Mm.
And it requires a decent amount of credit because Amazon pays you every 2 weeks. But you have so much like options with what's on Walmart and Home Depot, and you don't need to be ungated and you don't need to apply for wholesalers and all that shit.
Hmm.
So you can make some money. Now,
Okay.
people now add like wholesaling, drop shipping, and FBA and all this stuff mixed into it. But the
Mm.
bottom line is Amazon is one of the biggest online retailers and they allow people to sell on the platform. So like as you learn certain things, you can, and as you like get more in depth, you can just make a decision where to go. Because I have some guys who have trained, like there's one kid I trained like 3 years ago. He's selling more than $1 million a month now.
Mm.
And
Wow.
he's doing straight retail. He doesn't give a fuck. If
Oh, just all retail.
Amazon suspend them, you got unsuspended, suspend you got unsuspended. Then you got a second account and a third account. And like, but he's making bank. But he's making like 200 grand profit a month.
Wow.
Like a month, like real crazy shit.
That's crazy. That is
Right?
crazy.
But a lot of people start off doing that and then also mixing it in with what you're doing with like these Nike brands and like
Hmm.
getting ungated because you have less competition when you get ungated.
Hmm.
So, but what I want to do, like, so you got Jungle Scout, right? You have the
Hmm.
Chrome
Yeah.
extension. Share your screen.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to show you where to start to show you how this actually works.
Okay.
I don't have to allow you to share it. I think you should be able to share your screen.
Yeah. Hold on. Share. Where is the little thingy though? It should just say.
Yeah, the bottom of Zoom, it should allow you to share.
Ah, there we go. It says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Hold on. Let me see if yes on my tablet. How am I doing this? Record files. Okay, you should be able to do it now.
Okay. Cool. Yes. Screen 2. Is it sharing?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's sharing. So I'm seeing it. So go to Amazon. So you install the Google Chrome extension.
Yeah, it's like how do I move this? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
there. So just pin it. The third one, just pin it to the top. You have a lot of the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
masks. Awesome screenshot. Yeah, you have a lot of the same
Same
ones I
ones.
have. All right, so
Okay.
go to Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Amazon. So what I'm going to show you right now is just some basics on how to like even start finding items to sell.
mm-hmm.
Right. So okay. So you working with the premise
Oh, I gotta
that
access. Exactly.
you know that people drop ship already from Walmart to Amazon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the ways to find them is to search for like one of the brands that are on Walmart. So
Okay.
I want you to go into the Amazon search
Mm-hmm.
and search for mainstays. MAINC, right. STAY, right. Mainstay. Search for that.
Okay.
Right. Now what mainstay is, click anything. What mainstay is a Walmart brand. Yeah, so click those shares.
Okay.
So just to confirm, so scroll down and just search for the description in like Google, like copy the description, right? Copy that and search for it in Google and see if it shows up on Walmart. Then right click, search in Google. No, right click there. No, right click. Right there. Yeah. You see? Click
Okay,
that.
okay. Yeah. Walmart.
Right. So the exact same chairs for $99.
Oh
Now go
wow.
back to Amazon. Go back to the Amazon. Now click the Jungle Scout. Click Jungle Scout.
Up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh. What's this?
It's loading. It seems if you look at the top right, it seems like it's loading.
Oh, okay,
right.
okay.
Right. So what you notice, look at the data it's showing you, right?
Yeah.
There's one other, go into the Jungle Scout settings. Okay, so I'll tell you, it's showing you the price, it's showing you the monthly sales. It sells almost 700 times a month.
Mm-hmm.
It sells 22 times a day. It sells $80,000 a month. But but go into menu.
Menu.
On the left. Because you have to edit what you see. Filter. Oh no, customize view. Go back. The first one, customize view. Right. And scroll down. I want to see what options they're giving you. Because I want to go down some more. Let me see. You want seller type.
Seller type. Okay.
Because what click it on both sides, left and right. Because what the seller type tells you.
Apply changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So close it and open it back again. I'll show you what extra information they give you.
Okay.
All right, so hit it again. This should show you this.
I think it's loading.
Yeah. Because what the seller type is, it will tell you if it's being sold by Amazon, if it's being sold FBA, meaning that it's in Amazon, or if Jungle Scout uses the term MCH, but that means fulfilled by merchant. So it means that the person is actually shipping it. Amazon is not shipping it.
Okay.
Now you can assume that this person is doing it directly from Walmart because we found it. Now the average price is $118, and with Amazon fees, you only get like $100. So it's not really supposedly it's not profitable. But most likely what this person is doing is getting like discounting gift cards online, whether it's 5% off, 10% off, or there are people who get up to like 30% off and stuff.
Yeah.
And then if you're getting at that, let's say even at 20% off, right? If all you do is sell that item and you're getting 20% off and you take like 10% of the sales, you take like 2 sales a day, you're going to end up making like $40 a day just from that one item.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how you actually go at, and how you can find more profitable items. So close Jungle Scout. You want to click, so below the buy now button, you'll see the store sold by. So click him. And then you could also check all his view, what else he's selling. So you can hit there. And he has 61 items. And I could bet you that most, if not all of those items also come from Walmart. You see what I'm saying? And then also you could go back. So wait. Go back. Go back twice.
Back.
Right. So that same item, go back one more time.
Back one more time.
Again. That same listing, you get a number of things from that listing. One, you could go to this guy's store and find all the other things he's selling. But remember, this is only the person who has the buy box. There are a ton of other people selling the same item.
Okay, I see.
You see, if you go down, look, if you scroll down, it says 47 new. 47 people are selling this fucking item.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So chances are those are 47 drop shippers on Amazon, this drop shipping from Walmart. You could go find all the items. Some of them would be profitable, some of them maybe not, because right now you would be just ordering from a Walmart account with a credit card or something.
So you'd basically be going through their stores and finding like the products that they have that would be profitable.
Exactly. And then you'll find products that's selling $20,000 a month, products selling $100,000 a month.
Okay. I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's do this, right? I'll give you like some. We'll cut it short here, and I'll give you some like homework.
Okay.
And then you could like, so create a Google spreadsheet, and from this one item, you have 47 sellers, right?
Yeah.
Pull out those sellers and make a spreadsheet of them. And you could rate them by whether they have feedback or whatever, and you have the links. And that is just the beginning of like knowing what to do every day. When like what I used to do on eBay, I used to build a long sellers list of like 1,000 different sellers. And then on a daily basis, it's called sniping. I made up that term like in dropshipping a long time. It's
funny because in NFTs, they use the exact same term for when you like snag like a like a good NFT low when somebody's selling it for way too low. You snipe it and then you just sell it for like a crazy amount. Like they say the same thing. Like,
so this you can build a sellers list and systematically on a daily basis. Go through their items, and you could verify that these items are coming from Walmart by just searching for the description.
Okay.
And that's just the beginning. Like I just figured like we're gonna be doing Facebook together, and I figured we could have a call and talk about the NFT stuff and just get started with dropshipping. Yeah. And I'm on the computer all the time. Like my editor is on the other computer doing some work right now. But try that. Like take like, I would say like you have 30 minutes right now.
Yeah.
Right. So take 30 minutes like right now and try to come up with like that. This item will give you 47 sellers. So try to come up with like 100 sellers in 30 minutes. Okay. Because check this. From the 47 sellers, you don't want anyone selling for like $109 because that clearly is getting some bootleg gift cards and getting crazy. But from those 47 sellers, you could find any other item that you verified us on Walmart and get another 20 sellers and do that, right? Some of these common items would have 30, 40, 50 people on the listing, like this one you've seen here. Yeah. And depending on the quality of your or the age of your store, you'll get the buy box or not. but you'll come across items with like 10 people selling it, 5 people selling it, 20, you know what I mean? Not all
Okay,
of them would have 47 people selling it.
okay.
And just from your screen, I see you have a couple of other
yeah, this one is Keepa. It's Keepa because that's what I was saying. The combo that Miles was doing was a seller amp and combined with this Keepa thing. So it's actually funny that you were telling me about the what's the name, because this combination of these two, this one and the other one that's normally here, I think I X'd it, but it might pop up again, maybe. I don't know. But that combination of those two is very easy to find exactly what you're saying, actually.
Right.
Because it pulls up like all the sellers, and then it has FBM or FBA on them.
Right.
And then
FBA is fulfilled by merchant and FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. Yeah, exactly.
And then you can click them, and then it opens their whole account, their whole storefront account, and then shows you the price, if Amazon is selling it, all these different things about each item that they're selling, and you can basically like scroll through them. So I was trying to see if Jungle Scout has that same thing, because I already have Seller Amp, so I honestly just wanted to incorporate whatever Jungle Scout has. I just don't know everything, how you explore it, but
right, like Jungle Scout. Listen, Jungle Scout is decent. Right, I use it because it's one of the older ones, and the data is pretty good. Okay. Right, I can't vouch for it or say that is better or worse than Seller Amp because I've never used it. But I know it's reliable.
Yes.
But but whatever software you're using, you want to have a process down, because like there are days you're not going to find anything to sell, or your sales might go down. And when you know you have a plan, like whether you do it or you hire someone to do it, you build out the sellers list, you snipe them and keep going like that. You learn a lot. You're going to have to spend hours seeing how they're pricing the item, how they getting it at a price. Are they not paying taxes? You know what I mean?
So I see
tax exempt with Walmart and that type of stuff.
I see this is very similar to trading in a way. Like, because you have to do the same thing, not necessarily building a list of sellers, but you do have to study the market like many, many times and build a list of like the coins that you watch or whatever. But
the good thing about this is you don't lose money.
Yes. Yeah. That's the main difference that brought me here, is because in that case, I'm finding sellers so that I can sell things, not possibly lose the things that I'm investing in. So
right. So so let's just see if you could find 100 sellers and then hit me back.
Okay, got you.
Like right now.
Yes, I got you. I'll do it right now.
All right, and you have a seller account ready, right? Like your account is up to ready to sell.
Yes.
Right. So then we'll go through, and if you want, the next thing is we'll find one item and list it.
Okay, cool. I'm definitely down for that. For
sure. All right. So
yes,
let's do. If you're on the computer every day, we can take a couple of minutes every day because it'll be interesting to walk you through this. We're gonna do Facebook as well. Facebook is where they allow dropshipping completely. But it's interesting to start with this because you had the Amazon account set up already.
Yeah. And I that's what I was saying before. Like now my time is like pretty much totally free. Like I don't have anything else that I need to do. I don't have a job. There's nothing else. Like, so
congratulations.
Yeah. Appreciate it. That was where I was trying to get to. I was trying to get like a lump sum, like large enough to where I'm like, all right, I got like 12 or 15 rents or something, like,
right.
So I don't have to worry about that at all. Like I can just set myself up to where this is just a time of me learning all the stuff I need to learn. So I'll do that right now. I'm probably going to end up using Seller Amp just because I know how to use that one.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Just because
next time we have a call, show me Seller Amp.
Okay. Cool. I can definitely do that. Yeah. Because
All right.
it literally, when you were telling me that, especially about the FBM and the FBA people, I was like, wow, like that little tab where they pop up would be like perfect for this. And that was just what immediately comes to my mind. But yeah, I'll build the things. I'm gonna
Build
use
the
this
sellers
one.
list, and then I'll jump off and get on the computer, and then we could do that. We could do the call on my computer, and then I could actually see, and maybe I'll install it and play around with it.
Yeah, yeah. Because they do have a 14-day free trial, which is cool as well.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Most likely they look for affiliates. So do put it on my channel, maybe worth it.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
check it out.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for all the info, because like even just this amount of info is
No,
amazing.
dude,
So,
let's just talk regularly. Let's just talk every day. Like every time we get a chance, we jump on a call, and even if it's 15 minutes or an hour.
hmm I'm down for sure. I appreciate
All
it.
right. And you are where? You in Florida?
Yeah, in Florida, Orlando.
Okay. Sweet. Orlando. All right, sweet. Well,
Okay.
let's connect. So in 30 minutes, let's connect, dude.
Okay, cool. Got you.
All
All
right.
right. All right. Peace.